I just mentioned the one quotation that people think about if we are using some mobile phone, some videos, or some multimedia in a classroom. That's enough for to just code that you are using the blended learning environment, or you are using the online courses. In an online courses or in an online lecture, if you are using just the PowerPoint slides and just giving information about something is recorded, there is no interactivity of a student, no poll or nothing. They are just sit on a couch and just look towards the recorded videos. That's not enough. Basically, we need to actually understand how many models we have, and then how they will be implemented to say actually what is a blended learning environment, and how we can engage the student with the dynamic activities. If you see the screen, we have 4 models. And if you see the first one, 2 parts, that the first part is some instructional, that is the traditional instruction, plus the online instructions. These 2 are the separate, you can say, the areas. Then we merge them into a one form and one criteria, that is called blended learning. Then we have a different models which explain about what the blended learning, the rotational model, the flex model, self-blend model, and enriched virtual model. We will see that how we can explain these models to understand actually the working and the feature of these models. Educators are like, first of all, let's talk about the rotational model. So we can say the educators are like already familiar with the rotational model, where students within a single class rotate between a number of different learning activities. In a blended learning rotational model, though at least one of these, you can say, in an online learning, other example of rotational activities might include one time with the teacher, peer group interactions, or a teacher-led lesson, or independent study time. In the rotational model, students learn primarily on a school campus and in a classroom with their teacher. Within the rotational model, we can say in the different institutions, we can just make it a subdivisions on a rotation model. That would be a station rotation, lab rotation, flipped classroom, or individual rotation. So it will be include this in the online instruction, then teacher-led instruction, and the collaborative activities and the end stations. So you can say this is basically a rotation model which can be implemented as a blended learning model. Let's move to know about the flex model. What is a flex model? The majority of the curriculum is delivered via online instruction with teachers on hand for face-to-face facilitation, consultation, and support. For example, you have a one classroom or you have a one subject which is online subject, and you give all the details and all the lectures, everything online, and then you have a session on the on campus on site about the support, about the consultation, about any queries, question answers, and any difficulties if students have, they can talk to you. So these kind of models, we can say the flex model. The third model of the blended learning is basically a self-blend model. Students undertake traditional classes before enrolling in the online course for their studies. I can elaborate it like this. The students have the option to pick and choose courses to take online as a way of supplement their existing course load at the school campus. The model is commonly found at the high school level, where students may choose to enroll in a course not currently offered by their school, such as an advanced placement course or a unique language course. In the self-blend course model, students could take this course entirely online, either in a study hall period or outside the school time. This model is different from full-time virtual school because it does not make up the entire school experience for the students. While some courses are online, others are taken in a school, so students still benefit from interaction with teacher and peers. So this is related to the self-blend model. Let's have a look about the enriched virtual model, but actually the mean of this one. And this is, you can say by the image, it is involved the face-to-face supplementations. You can say this is related to the face-to-face and the plus the online instruction and content as well. The enriched virtual model allows students to spend most of their time completing coursework online remotely, supplemented by the required in-person learning session with their teacher. While online learning is fundamental to enrich virtual model, by the name you can also judge that this is the mostly connected with the virtual learning. It differs from the full-time virtual learning or a full-time virtual school have some transitions in their program to an enriched virtual model to provide students with the important experience of a school campus. So we can say we have a different models, we can implement the different models features to make it a proper blended learning environment. I talk about something which is related to the dynamic activities or dynamic process of learning or teaching. If I'm talking about what we have the two kind of the features, the first one static learning or the other one is a dynamic learning. Static learning is lacking in movement, action or change, especially in a way that not engaging, where learning happens in a short burst and are often demonstrated in one and done activities. Short-term assignments and worksheets that are confined within the traditional bond of the university system or a school system, or which is just related to the environment or in a classroom goals. But we want something which is beyond all these traditional and static things. We want something which is related to the latest technology with the latest activities. We need a collaboration with the technology to get the more engaging content, interactive content to make the student more productive. So dynamic learning is the learning that must be categorized by the constant change, activity and progress. This is where learning lives grows, connects and extend beyond the boundaries of the class day, beyond the physical location, beyond the tools or any kind of the digital substitute. So they can use all these tools and everything to make it the more productive. What is the dynamic process of learning? I'm talking about that we need to implement the things which is not related to the something static, which is not related to something which have a no productivity, with the students have just sit and just watch. No, we don't want this. We want to make them engage with us. We want to make them more interactive with us. So let's have a look about the dynamic process of learning. What is basically a process of learning? So I can say, if I see the first one, what is the beyond the bell? What does it mean? That's mean we don't have to be just restrict the students to do the things which is just related to a limited time of the period or mindset of a lifelong learning for the students. We have to set their mindset to set the learning must be a lifelong. Learning shouldn't end when the bell rings. She notes instead students should continue to learn, collaborate and grow on their own outside the classroom, beyond the grade level and the subject area, by helping students tap into passions and interests that they are outside to require the curriculum. We have a very wonderful curriculum to make them beat the word and tell them about the specific area of the. I'm not saying that we can't go with the typical curriculum of the subjects and all these things. These are the important things, but we need something extra to make the things more productive, because this is not a time, not a situation to just focus on a book curriculum or a course which is in a book or in a chapter, and you just study in a classroom and that's it. No, we need to create some these kind of activities or in dynamic activities which can help the students to grow more. You have to work them to beyond the classroom walls by connecting students with the large world around them. For instance, students should connect and collaborate with peers and subject matter experts from around the world. They should share and publish their work for the global audience. We have to make the awareness about to students about they can spread their knowledge. They have a world open for them. They want to learn, they want to just share their knowledge to others. Everything is open to them. So just not focus or not pressurize them to finish their subject and finish their grades and marks, and that's it. You have to say that it will be beyond the tools, the technology, to do more than just complete the traditional task. Instead, students should use